That's the Polish. And now I'm adding 176, oh no, that's not right. 440 grams of water. And then 704 grams of flour. And this is the Autolyse, so it doesn't have the salt or the yeast yet. No more dry dough. I'll get all the little bits in the bottom. Over that for 30 minutes or so, 25 minutes. All right, now I'm adding 22 grams of salt and 2.5 about grams of yeast. It's about a half of a teaspoon. I use a 1/4 teaspoon measurer here. Wet my hand. And just pinch it in. Okay, then we're just gonna fold it over a few times, mix it in. Alright, that's the first mix. Then after this rests, we'll do the stretch and folds 3 or 4 times. Stretch and fold number 1. Chin. That's it. Stretch and fold number 2. The third stretch and fold. I'm going to do 1 coil fold, and then it's going to bulk ferment for starting with an hour, and then we'll check on it. Coil fold is just reach in, I wet my hands, reach in on the sides, and kind of let the front fold over, and then do it again. Lift it up, and kind of that. That's all. Pretty simple. You don't really have to do it. I like to do that one. Now we're going to let it sit for an hour, check on it. When it's done fermenting, we'll do the pre-shape and shape. All right. The fermentation I did for about an hour. And dough is jiggly and airy. So I'm going to pre-shape it now. I'm going to add in sesame seeds, but if you don't do that, you can do kind of a similar thing just without the seeds. I clean the counter, have my dough scraper. Just a little bit of flour. Because I'm doing 2 loaves, I have to weigh mine and cut it in half. Just being gentle with it to not take any air out, or not take too much air out. Alright, so I'm gonna weigh this. Alright. So each one's going to be about 750. So I'm going to cut it. This. And then weigh each one. I need a little bit more. All right. Adding in my toasted sesame seeds. That's my pre-shape. Just kind of folded it over a couple of times. That's number one. Here's my other one. Same thing. I don't want to tear it. I'm just kind of stretching it out a little bit. That's the other one. It's the pre-shape. I'll let those rest for 15 or 20 minutes before I do a final shape. Now I'm just gonna get the baskets ready because after shaping, it's gonna go right into the Banneton and then into the fridge for overnight for the bake the next day. These are already seasoned, so you'll have to season yours before you do it the first time. So probably the day before or right when you get them, however you want to do that. But now these are, I've seasoned them and then used them a couple of times. And just before you use them, just need to dust them with rice flour. The rice flour is important because it doesn't have the gluten, doesn't stick to the dough so that the dough comes out of the basket easy. You dust it with this here, and you scoop up some flour, rice flour, like that, and you just go all around the basket. That's it. And those are ready for when the shaping is done. I'm gonna shape them now. Let's take this one. fold over the top part like that. And then fold the bottom over like that. I'm trying to keep all the air in, so I'm just pushing to seal, but I'm not flattening it. I rotate it like this. Now I roll it up. So this is the fun part. You take the end and you just kind of roll it like this. Then you roll it again. The more rolls you can get, the better. I'm kind of stretching it out a little as I'm rolling it. And it kind of turns it into this log. And I'm just pinching to seal it up here. And then you could, if you wanted to do it without seeds, this would just go seam side down right in your basket. I'm gonna roll mine in seeds because I like the seeds. I'm gonna just place this right in my basket. That's one. Oops. I did it seam side up. Seam side down. I just fixed it and put it seam side up. So when I take it out of the basket, it's going to turn over. Okay. Let's do the next one. Kind of gently making it a little bit stretched out, just gently, keeping all the air. Okay, fold over the top, and then fold over the bottom, like that. Now to roll it up, take the bottom and start rolling and stretching a little bit. Nice and airy, like that. And then you seal it up. Like that. That's the log that's going to go in there. I'm going to dip it for me because I have seeds. Seam side up in here. And that is it. Those are the ones. Now there are other ways to do this. I like to use these bags because it's going to go in the fridge now, so you want to wrap them up, or I just put them like this in the bag, fold it under, and just leave it like that in the fridge. There you go. the bake. I preheated the oven. Now I'm gonna take the loaf, put it on the parchment paper, score it, and then load it in the oven. This is right out of the fridge, no warm up or anything. Okay. Scores very nicely when it's cold like that. That'll bake for 25 minutes or 20 minutes like that, I think. 20 minutes. Okay, I'm going to take it out and uncover it and put it back in. Let's see what it looks like. Uncovered now for another 20-25 minutes till it looks dark enough. Also, I'm lowering the temperature to 440 from 475. And it's time to take it out. That's what it looks like. Put that on the rack. Time for the reveal. See how we did with the crumb. Looks perfect to me.